Hello, everyone. Welcome to the HomeGirl Tuesdays at 10. I am so excited to have you here. I know that we are on the precipice of the holiday where we give thanks. And I just want to encourage you all to just remember to give thanks each and every day because we have so much to be thankful for. And one thing that I'm thankful for this morning is that you all are responding to this video, my Homegirl Tuesdays at 10 segments. You all are sharing them and just keep on getting the word out, y'all, because the more people that we can help, the more advanced buyers and empowered buyers that we're going to find ourselves. So thank you all for tuning in and watching my Homegirl Tuesdays at 10 segments where I break down the home buying process into small, digestible, actionable items, and also in a way that you can understand. Okay. So last week we talked about how to calculate your debt to income ratio. Well, today we're going to talk about the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. Okay, they are not the same thing. So you may reach out to a realtor and you may want to go see a home, and you may send them a home that you've been watching on realtor.com or Trulia or Zillow. You may see a home there and you may send that to your realtor or someone that you want to be your realtor, and they may say, have you been pre-approved? Okay, so when a realtor says, have you been pre-approved, don't let this be a blockage for you. Don't let this be a door closing for you. You need to be pre-approved, okay? So let me just take a step back and explain to you what the differences are. I'm just giving you the hypothetical of if you're actually looking for a home, how you may be asked if you're pre-approved. And this is why, okay? This is so important. So a pre-qualification it's just a glimpse, okay, into your financial history. A pre-qualification is just an overview of saying, hey, you said your income is this, you said you had this much money in the bank. Based on what you've just verbally told me, I think you can afford $300,000 just based on what you've told me. That's what the lender will say to you. So the pre-qualification is just an estimate. It is just an overall viewing of your financial situation, of your financial history. A lot of the times it is not a hard pull on your credit. So you may apply and kind of tell the lender where you are, and they may go for that and say, hey, here's your pre-qualification, you're good to go. On the other hand, your pre-approval is the best straightforward way to determine, in actuality, how much house you can afford. So with the pre-approval, they verify your income documents. They verify and pull your credit to see where you fall, because your credit kind of helps determine your interest rate, right? Or the loan type that you can actually apply for. So your pre-approval kind of gets into the nitty gritty of everything, and it makes you a more attractive buyer. Because if you have been pre-approved versus pre-qualified, right? Now with your pre-approval, like I said, your financing has been approved or reviewed. Okay. Your credit has been reviewed. Your income has been reviewed and approved. Your assets, meaning how much cash you may have available in the bank, or either using your 401k, because you can use 401k to purchase a home. If you have money in your 401k, you can use that because that can be made liquid, meaning you can withdraw that to use as your down payment or your closing costs or whatever you may need. So with those things, a pre-approval, your income, your credit, and your assets have all been approved. So that means that there won't be any surprises. 9 times out of 10, there are not going to be any surprises. And when you send your realtor that home, okay, they want to know if all of these things have been approved, have been reviewed. Your income credit and your assets have been approved. Why? Because as a realtor, we want to make sure that when we write an offer, we attach that pre-approval letter for you to the seller agent to say, hey, my buyer loves this home. Here's her proof of financing. That's what that is. That pre-approval letter serves as your proof of financing, okay? So that whenever that offer is presented, that seller can say, well, they look pretty good. They look pretty good. They've already done the part with the lender. All of these things have been already reviewed. So they are a strong buyer, okay? And the pre-approval will actually let you know how much you can borrow. It will give you the maximum amount that you are pre-approved for, meaning the maximum amount that you can borrow for your mortgage, okay? Take a step back. Your mortgage is the loan that you are given to actually purchase your home. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I don't have $300,000 sitting around. One day I will, but right now I do not have $300,000 sitting around, so you get a mortgage for that. Your pre-approval serves as proof that you can pay back that loan, and it also serves as proof that you can actually afford the home and that financing has been secured and verified and reviewed and approved, okay? So whenever you are shopping for your pre-approval, that will be a hard pull on your credit because they're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Now, you may have a 640 here and a 620 there, but that mortgage pool will be different because they have what they call a mortgage FICO. Okay, so with that, they're pulling out. I don't care if you had something from 1995. I'm just kidding. But they do a hard pull on your credit. So you want to put yourself in position to be pre-approved versus pre-qualified, because we as realtors want to make sure that when we're writing these offers for y'all, that we can go to bat for you. I know me. We can go to bat for you. I'm talking with the lender. Hey, where are we? Hey, have you checked this? And to take it a step further, something else that I personally like when dealing with buyers is that the lender has already completed an automatic underwritten approval. So that takes it a step further. So that means that your information, your financial report, I would say, meaning your income, assets, and credit, that's already gone through underwriting up front. They've already done that up front. All they're waiting on is the house, baby. So you want to get the pre-approval. If you have a pre-qualification, you have taken the first step. But let's take it a step further and actually get that pre-approval, because that presents you as a strong buyer, okay? So don't feel offended when the realtor is like, have you been pre-approved? Now, I hope they won't say it in a rude way, but we want to get you pre-approved, and we work with different lender partners who offer different products and services who can help you, okay? So we want you to get pre-approved because it actually shows you how much house you can afford. I always tell my buyers, until they get to pre-approved, don't even look at houses. Don't, because buying a house is emotional. So if you're looking at this house, for $300,000 and then you get approved for $200,000, those are not the same homes, okay? So you want to just make sure that you take the first step, get pre-approved, so that you are secure in your financing. You are secure as to what that monthly payment will look like, because that's also what you get by being pre-approved. You get an idea of what that monthly payment is going to look like. You get an idea of what that down payment is going to look like. You get an idea of what you're going to need to bring to the closing table. So those things are all important, and you don't want to be out here shopping without that pre-approval, okay? Like I said, The pre-qualification, that's cool. It shows that you're interested. It's actually like the first step, but I'm encouraging you, the homegirl is encouraging you to get pre-approved, guys, to go all the way. Have your income, your credit, and your assets approved, meaning your pay stubs will be approved. Your W-2s will have to be submitted. And also how much money, your bank statements will also have to be submitted and reviewed and approved. Okay? So, any questions, let me know. We're entering into a new year now where they're projecting interest rates are going to start falling. So, the sooner you can start this process, the better. I always share my story that when I bought both of my homes, it took me 8 months to be pre-approved because I just wasn't ready financially or with my credit. So don't be ashamed. Start where you are. And the lender can actually give you tips and tools and resources to actually help you get pre-approved, even if you're not. So start today. If you're thinking about buying a home, go ahead and start the process and actually work your way to the end goal, which is a pre-approval. And I promise you, once you get there, you're going to feel so empowered. Okay. You're going to be like, I'm here now. Y'all old news. So let's get it going. This has been your homegirl Tuesdays at 10, bringing you information that you could easily understand, digest, and it's not all these big terms and words. If you have any questions, reach out to me, send me a DM, PM, email, text, whatever. My phone number is everywhere, and I'm ready to help you, but I'm also more excited about educating you. Y'all have a great day, be great, and happy Thanksgiving.